The U.S. trucking industry experienced the late cycle phase of the classic truckload cycle in 2022, leading us into the bottoming phase in early 2023. In September 2023, the rebalancing process continues, though significant progress has been made. With the economy gathering momentum into the second half of 2023, and with supporting backlogs in place, the risk to build rates into year-end is now essentially in the rearview, said Kenny Veith, ACT president and senior analyst. While the 2024 forecasts have risen, they continue to anticipate slowing into next year, as pent-up demand for the Class 8 and trailer markets will be largely consumed by the end of this year amid strong fleet growth in the weak 2023 freight demand environment. An improving economic outlook is not a panacea to cure the freight industry's sloshy capacity situation, Veith said. A less bad freight market in 2023 and rising 2024 economic expectations are at least helping to boost one side of the supply-demand imbalance with which truck and trailer buyers are currently wrestling. Adding even more new trucks into a market that's already over capacity risks keeping capacity looser for longer. Earlier this year at a management meeting for the American Trucking Association, ATA, the American Transportation Research Institute, ATRI, delivered a list of its top 5 research projects for 2023. Parking was at the top of the list. According to the Owner-Operator Independent Drivers Association, OIDA, there is only one parking spot available for every 11 trucks on the road, and a nationwide shortage of more than 40,000 parking spaces. In response, ATRI's leadership explained that its board has approved a study specifically looking at the cost and impact of expanding truck parking facilities at public rest areas. In a related interview with Transport Topics, ATRI President and Chief Operating Officer, Rebecca Brewster, said, if states would examine their footprint at public rest stops, it could just be as simple as putting down more pavement at a location where there is already a facility. It's land that states already own. Hopefully this type of study will turn the light on for state DOTs. Barriers for women in trucking was the next issue that ATRI said its researchers will attempt to tackle this year. As many already understand, while the trucking industry copes with a widespread driver shortage, bolstering the recruitment of women has become a priority. Common barriers that women have faced, and continue to face while entering the industry include basic gender bias, having to prove they're physically/mentally able to do the job, work-life balance, women are often expected to juggle work and home/child care, and universal safety concerns, harassment, assault, safe facilities, and more. In response, last summer, ATA unveiled Women in Motion, with a goal of showcasing the positive impact women have in trucking. The Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration soon followed with the Women of Trucking Advisory Board, which seeks to address issues women in trucking face with a goal of eliminating those problems to open the industry to a broader potential workforce. Taking a closer look. The third issue ATRI plans to examine concerns the changes taking place and the impacts they may have on freight deliveries as municipalities remove and reroute interstate highways that were often built in minority communities more than half a century ago. Brewster continued in Transport Topics, we're seeing proposals in a number of locations to close interstates. We still have to have freight delivered, and regardless of where you live, freight still needs to be delivered to your grocery store, the local hospital, and if you start closing those interstates, the freight is going to go onto the side streets and your local routes. According to ATRI, this research will help city planners and others understand how freight is delivered and what the impact could be by shutting down or demolishing those roads.